All right, folks, we got Bitcoin on a little bit of a dump today. You know, it's kind of like deja vu from a week ago. Bitcoin hits $30,000, which we all know is strong resistance, and we dump. So, to be honest, if you're trading Bitcoin every time it hits $30,000, you're probably doing pretty well. Now, eventually, what's going to happen is the traders are going to say, okay, I'm going to sell all my Bitcoin at $30,000 because it keeps crashing, and it's not going to crash. It's just going to blow past 30. You know, it's kind of like a wall. You keep hitting it with a sledgehammer, eventually you blow past it. So we are on a dump right now. 28,328. Yeah, your altcoins down. Pretty much everything's down about 4%. Cardano's down to 39 cents. Theta went under $1. You know, we'll just call it most coins are about 4% down. So nothing crazy. Honestly, it's the same exact thing that happened last time Bitcoin hit $30,000. In fact, this is the third time this has happened in a month. Then we had that fake dump last week off that fake Arcam news or whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, we have strong resistance at $30,000. The banking narrative is still out there. I just saw this article that J.P. Morgan just acquired First Republic Bank. So this banking narrative has been going on now for a few months. Banks are collapsing, bigger banks are buying them out, or the FDIC has to come in and bail them out. Not a good sign. You know, when things crash, when the economy goes to shit, when the whole banking system collapses, it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to see little signs. There's always a sign. There's always like, oh, people will look back in 5 years and say, oh my God, it all started with Silicon Valley Bank collapsing, and then you had First Republic, and people are going to be like, why didn't I see the writing on the wall? Why didn't I get my money out of the banks? You know, so folks, if you lose all your money in the banking system right now, it's kind of your fault. Now, I have money in the bank, but at least if it all goes to zero, I have about half my money in the bank. Got real estate, crypto, gold. You want to be diversified and everything, but I am nowhere near as confident as I was in the banking system, because what's going to happen is you're going to see little banks collapsing, and yeah, you're going to see bigger banks buy them out, but eventually the FDIC, like if enough banks collapse, the FDIC will not be able to pay everybody out. And then you also have only up to $250,000, which is a lot of money, but a lot of people have a lot more than $250,000. So this could cascade into something really, really awful. Writing on the wall, guys. I mean, I don't know. You don't have to buy crypto. Buy some real estate. Buy some gold, heavy metals. But having all your money in the bank right now is crazy. I know, you know, Mark Cuban used to always say cash is king, and I agreed with him because I was like, you know what? U.S. dollar, strongest, not going anywhere. But now you see with these banks, you got to even diversify out of the U.S. dollar, and not just for interest reasons and gains, but just to like for safety at this point. All right, so what do we got? What else we got going on today? Will Bitcoin, will $28,000 Bitcoin price hold? Two indicators remain solid despite a 5% pullback. Well, it has been holding. Now, we did go to $27,000, what was it, last week? So for me, like I've said, I want to see $27,000 hold. If Bitcoin drops under 27,000 and we get into that $26,000 range, I'll be a little bit like, okay, you know, we might have some blood. We might go into the lower 20s, below 25,000. If we go below 25,000, I'll definitely get really, really bearish, at least for the short term. And you know, I'll be looking to buy cheap coins. I mean, that's really all you can do. If you have no crypto right now, if you have no Bitcoin, you can get Bitcoin right now for 28. You can get some in Cardano, 38-cent Cardano right now. I mean, folks, you've had now over a year to get Cardano for cheap. So it's not going to be cheap forever. All right. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, this is a pretty cool article. So Bitcoin sets new record of daily transactions. The same day, the U.S. government quietly engineered a bank buyout. The events are unconnected, but crypto has a role to play in the wilder political realignment. So on Sunday, as the U.S. government worked behind the scenes with two major banks to engineer the latest financial rescue plan, the Bitcoin network hit all-time new highs for the number of daily transactions processed. There are more confirmed transactions than it had ever hit in 14-year history. This isn't just Bitcoin. If you look at Cardano transactions, they're up. Ethereum transactions are up. You have meme coins pumping like Pepe. Folks, people are getting into crypto. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The magical thing about crypto is the 4-year cycles. It don't matter what happens. The 4-year cycles are kind of like it's like God. It's like a Bible, the 4-year cycle. It's like you can have the most positive news in the world, but Bitcoin is only going to pump so much. It's only going to do so much until we get to that Bitcoin halving. I don't care what happens. Aliens could come down right now and say, we love Bitcoin. And then you'd probably see Bitcoin pump up to $50,000 and then the aliens would go away. And then 2 days later, Bitcoin would dump right back down to $40,000. Until we hit that Bitcoin halving, or until we get closer to that Bitcoin halving, it don't matter about transactions. It don't matter who loves Bitcoin. It don't matter what happens. Bitcoin is only going to do so much in a bear market. It's kind of like when you're in a bull market, bad news comes out about Bitcoin and bad news comes out about your altcoin and nothing happens. Because the bull market is that strong. Same with the bear market. The good news, yeah, we get that positivity. We get those pumps. We get those dumps. We see those altcoins like Pepe skyrocket. But you're not going to get those crazy ass sustained gains like you get in a bull market. Where, when you get to a bull market, you're going to have a solid year and a half of bullishness. It's going to be like people calling you, people emailing you. Oh my God, are you buying Bitcoin? It's amazing. Like no matter what happens, every day, Bitcoin up, 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 up. All your Cardano up. All your favorite altcoins are just going up, and that happens for a year and a half. And people get so used to it. And then we go into that bear market, and the depression hits, and it don't matter what news comes out. Once we go into that bear market and everything crashes, like I said, Jesus Christ can come down when we're in a bear market and tell you how great Bitcoin is. It's not doing nothing. So all you have to do, and I've said it so many times, but it's the most important thing, is just basically concentrate on those 4-year cycles. I mean, we're less than a year away from the Bitcoin halving. So if by this time next year we're not at like $50, $60, $70,000 Bitcoin, Cardano $2, $3, I'll admit I was wrong, and I'll say, you know what? The cycles have been broken. But until then, I'm 100% Bitcoin cycles. All right, what else we got going on? Litecoin price prediction. Can bulls pick up new momentum for Litecoin? Well, I'm only going to talk about Litecoin for a little bit because Litecoin is down to, I think it went down to was it $85 right now or something? $87. So actually holding on pretty good. A lot of these altcoins are down 5, 6, 7%. Litecoin down 4%. Once Bitcoin goes back up, Litecoin shoots right back to $92. I got to say it, Litecoin is the coin I'm looking to accumulate right now. I'm looking to get it cheap. If it goes down below $75, I'm heavy in Litecoin. I did buy a lot of Litecoin at $85. I think it was last month. But folks, Litecoin halving coming up in the summer. Then 3 months after that, or 5 months after that, you got the Bitcoin halving. I'm expecting minimal 10x for Litecoin going into the next bull market. And it's just one of those coins where you don't have to worry about Gary Gensler suing them or Gary Gensler coming out and saying, okay, I'm going after Litecoin. It's a security. It's not going to be a security because it can't be a security. It's a proof of work coin. Charlie Lee already did all the damage by selling his coin. So, if the SEC comes out and sues Charlie Lee, he doesn't even have enough Litecoin to even dump on the market to even affect the price. Plus, you got that Mimblewimble coming out, which I really haven't heard too much about lately, but I did play that story yesterday, how Fox Business was talking about crypto, and the only 3 coins they mentioned, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because people always revert back to Litecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin when they're talking about legacy cryptos. And that's why I think Litecoin, while it's not going to do a Pepe and get you 500% gain or whatever, it is going to get you probably between a 7 to 15x for the next bull market. I think Cardano is probably going to be a 15-20x. I think Theta is going to be a 20-25x. So it's definitely not in my top gainers. I'm not going to argue with that. And that's why a lot of people don't like Litecoin. Like last bull market, I think Litecoin, it topped out at 413, and a lot of people bought it too high. Like I bought Litecoin last bull market, or at least last one 2 years ago at like under $50. So I did pretty good on Litecoin, although I didn't sell at all-time highs. I probably did like a 6 or 7x on Litecoin. But a 6 or 7x isn't too shabby. All right, so that's that. One more look at the markets before I roll out of here. 28,313. I mean, we could go under $28,000 because you know why? Because we did it before. We did it last week. Right now, we're kind of at the mercy of the stock market. We're at the mercy of news. I think everything overall is still bullish. A 4% dump, 5% dump in Bitcoin is just your typical Bitcoin day. It's not even worth mentioning, but hey, what else am I going to talk about? So we'll monitor the situation. If we get any major dumpage tonight, I'll do another video. I wouldn't be surprised if we're right back up to $29,000 tomorrow. I really wouldn't. But yeah, we could stay under $28,000 for a little bit. It's all a guess. I'm not going to pretend to know. All I know is Bitcoin happening 8 months away, 9 months away. We're going to absolutely kill it then. All right, like and subscribe.